Neil Hendricks coming up next. Neil Hendricks, the high flyer, and living in California right now. I believe that originally he was from North Carolina.
That's
good
correct.
skate scene, and Neil's been out in California. You know, what he used to like to do, and I know this technology has changed it, but he loved to read the newspaper. He would always be reading the newspaper, and last night I saw him at the hotel before we went out to dinner, and I forget where he was going, but he goes, Paul, I'm going to a restaurant, and this guy's been all over the world. And he's going, I'm going to my favorite restaurant I've ever been to. And that says something about Shanghai, China.
Yeah, that's great. So much great stuff here, and the city's just been so amazing. Everyone's been so nice to the whole crew and all the athletes. Wow. Wow, Neil Hendricks. Ooh, smooth 5-0 to fakie there. And then a kickflip Indy to fakie there with a big cab. Neil Hendricks having an excellent second run. What do you think, Paul?
So the judges looking at those kickflips. Every time he does a kickflip and makes it, that's a higher score, correct?
That's right, because they want to see the combo tricks. They don't want to see a backside air. They want to see a backside air with a flip, because that's going to make your scores go up.
Because every time that board leaves your feet, that's a chance you're going to fall.
That's correct. The difficulty factor comes into play for sure. Neil Hendricks hasn't fallen yet. Let's see what he has. Oh, nice little invert there, and he's going to pull it out. It's just a few seconds. Looks like that run really winded him there.
That was the worst eggplant in the history of skateboarding.
The eggplant, that's a type, that's what it's called. It's a type of invert as we check it here. Nice backside air, smooth, high flying. Look at his style, Paul. Just so smooth. Makes it look effortless there. All the combo tricks that he does. And there's the eggplant pulling it around.
You know,
Nice
when he was growing up, I wonder if he told his dad, Mom, Dad, when I'm 35 years old, I'm going to be skateboarding, earning money in Shanghai, China. What do you think?
Wow, I don't know about that, but Neil Hendricks, one of the best of the game, can do it for many years.
80.33 goes to 5th place, and that's a good mark for Neil Hendricks. And, of course, a little gas right there, as you said. He said it was the worst eggplant in the history of skateboarding. That's funny. Jürgen Horvath is getting ready to go. Again, beautiful shot of the crowd. You can't fit any more people in here so they can see. And a lot of fun as we take a look at some skaters just practicing on the ramp. That's what they do in between runs. It's okay to drop in and get a kick turn in, get a little air in. And when the starter says go, you can go, and everybody else gets off the ramp.
That's right, and all these skaters respect each other. They know they want to keep warmed up. They want to keep their tricks fresh for each run. And the next guy coming in currently in 8th place, it's Jürgen Horvath from Berlin, Germany.
What does he need to do? Because on his first run, it was a good run, but he fell at the end. What does he need to do to kind of creep up in that scoreboard?
He needs to stay on, and let's see what he has. Big backside alley-oop traveling all over the ramp. Big backside 540. Jürgen Horvath, an amazing skateboarder out of Germany, and just kind of, couldn't quite hang on to it there with the fall. That's going to hurt him a little bit for sure, but he hustles right back up. A lot of these European skaters, Paul, they have all kinds of great style. They're such great competitors. They have a great time, and it's really cool to see them out here. And Jürgen also traveling, nice combo trick, traveling all over the world to skateboard. Big air to fakie there, combo trick again, and nice cab. And then front side over the channel, sliding his board. That's what they call a flip slide, using their board on the coping. Whoa! Nice backside 50-50, and then ollies out over the coping into the front. And then there's the alley-oop cab with no grab there. Fell once, but a pretty decent run here for Jürgen Horvath.
Emil, you mentioned he fell 10 seconds into his run, and then after that 10 seconds, he gets back up on the ramp, and he finishes his run, and he does some great tricks.
Right, big backside 540, and then kick flip Indy varial, and then just what I talked about, over the channel, sliding his board. Another view of that big backside 5. Nothing but air time there. Ooh, smooth over the channel.
Yeah, so he fell, and that second run, his score probably won't be as high as his first run, because he made it through his entire first run and then fell at the end.
All smiles here. These guys are having so much fun this weekend. Everyone's been skating. Everyone's been going out to eat. Everyone's been having a great time at the hotel. And
you've been getting to bed early, I understand. About around 11 o'clock?
Yeah, not so
California time, right? 75.33. I like how you pass that over. You don't even want to talk about that. 8th place right now.
Bumps up his score for his second run.
Renton Miller getting ready to drop in. There he is. Renton Miller from Australia. And he had a really good first run. did not fall at all. 85.33 on that first run. Getting ready now for his second run. The crowd continues to build. Renton Miller getting fired up.
Whoa.
Starts off with a nice flip trick.
Big kick flip ending, and then the heel flip. Oh, just barely hanging on to that. Renton, he's like I talked about on his first run. He's a power. Can't hang on. Nice hustle back up though. He's a real power skater. You watch, he's got a lot of power in his legs. He can really get some crazy amplitude and some high flying tricks. Renton Miller, one of the godfathers. Oh, nice, of Australian skateboarding. Takes care of a lot of guys down there. Oh, falling twice. This is a nice hustle again. See, he just keeps going. It doesn't even matter for him if he falls.
You know, in all the competitions that I've covered over the years, sometimes it's that second run that second run is like the halfway mark, so to speak.
Right.
So they know they have another run to go. This could be a throwaway run for a lot of riders in the second round.
That's true. That's true. He says, just couldn't quite pull it, but that's all right. You'll see Renton Miller for his third run.
We are certainly building up to a high and big finale here at the Key X Games on the skateboard vert ramp. You're watching Miller
there. Smooth kick flip, and he's flipping the board up, catching it with his hand there, and then the heel flip. Look how high he is. Oh, just barely pulling that one in.
Amazing trick for him. Amazing trick. Performing it way above the coping. Miller waiting for his score again. Probably won't be as good as his first one, but he can throw that score right on out, which he will, because his first one he had an 85.33. Hey, he's in the medal right now with third. That's pretty sweet. Coming up next is Marcelo Bastos, and Marcelo, boy, he had a pretty good first run too. Lots of flip tricks.
Definitely.
He fell at the end with 10 seconds, but it was a huge run.
That's right. This guy has the amplitude. Down there in Brazil, getting the job done with guys like Sandro Dias, Lincoln Ueda, Bob Burnquist. All these Brazilians have such amazing style, Paul. They can really air so high above the coping and make it look so effortless.
Marcelo Bastos, and the wind kicking up a little bit here in Shanghai, but no sign of rain. It reminds me of a Southern California day during the spring when it's starting a little overcast by the ocean.
Oh, big kickflip melon grab there, and then a big front side air. Marcelo Bastos, great competitor. Oh, you hear the crowd pumping him up there. Wow.
Well, anytime the board leaves their feet, the crowd gets real anxious.
Yeah, it's kind of a... can't quite hang on to that one there. He's like, oh, man. And I think he's probably he's going to hustle back up, or is he going to call this one?
I tell you what, our handheld camera operator did a great job of getting the heck out of the way.
That's right. That's when you hear board, run.
Your shins. I've felt it many times.
That's right. He's going to hustle back up the ramp. Let's see if he gets a few more tricks.
He's got 5 seconds left, and that should be it for Marcelo Bastos as he falls at the end.
Judges are going to let him go here. Time is up, so this won't count, but he wants to get a few more tricks. And that's what's great about the skaters here. They let each other go. You know, they have the camaraderie and the respect. And the crowd really clapping here, really stoked on the effort that Marcelo Bastos put in.
Here we go, sky and fly high above the ramp. The kickflip Indy, grab him with that back hand.
6 feet out there, and then the big backside 5. Got another huge air there. Skying out there, nothing but air time for Marcelo Bastos.
Marcelo loves doing the kick flips. Lots of flip tricks with his board, and again, this run be a little bit lower than his first run, but that's all right. You got one more to go, all building up. We've got Adam Taylor to go and Andy Mack before we finish off the top 10 in the vert final before we go into the third round. So 66.33, that won't hold up. Forget about that score and move on. Adam Taylor, who electrified the crowd, had a great run. I just wrote down in my notes, great run.
Amazing. This kid's only 19 years old, Paul. He's a bin ripper. He's been training actually down...
Training? You said training?
Yeah, he has been training because he's been with the Birdman down in Southern California. Back-to-back 540s. Putting a hand down there. He pulled it. Lands a little low on the tranny, but the judge is going to award him with all kinds of combo tricks.
Are you trying to tell me he's been riding with Tony Hawk?
He's been down on his ramp. Tony lets him ride his ramp because he's like, they call him the vert phenom.
That's right.
Which is great.
When Tony Hawk did the 900, that changed the face of skateboarding. It changed the face of Tony Hawk's career.
Oh,
and he became every day. Everybody knows about him because of skateboarding, because of TV. And these guys can take advantage of that and make a career and do this for the rest of their life, at least for the next 15, 20 years.
That's right. And Adam Taylor's going to let this clock run out on him here. Check it. Big backside 5, about 8 feet out of the ramp there. And then a front side air. Adam Taylor we'll see what the judges give him first. And his first run definitely was better, but he's an amazing skater, young guy. In the next few years, he's going to be a superstar for sure.